I welcome all of you in the lesson number 14 for grade 4 Islamiyat, which is for non-Arabs. Guys, we studied about wudu and cleanliness in the last class. You read it, and today we are going to learn about sunnah of ablution of wudu. You know about the obligations of wudu, and today you are going to learn about the sunnah of wudu. Let me revise you the concept of obligations in the sunnah, guys. Obligations are the things which are very, very important, which you must do, which is necessary for you in order to complete your wudu, in order to be in a state of wudu. If you don't fulfill the obligations, that's mean you are not in a state of wudu. That's mean you are not making wudu correctly. Something is missing. Okay, but sunnah is something which Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam used to do. If you do so, if you follow so, you will get more reward. It will be more perfect. Your wudu will be more perfect. It will be more good. But if you miss some of the sunnah of wudu during wudu, that doesn't mean that your wudu is incorrect and you are not in a state of wudu. If you miss any of the obligations of the wudu, you are not in the state of wudu. But if you miss any of the sunnah of wudu, you are in the state of wudu. Your wudu is correct. Okay? So I'm going to read it. By doing so much, the wudu will be completed. However, by performing wudu according to the sunnah method, one's wudu will be perfected and more rewarded. As I told you guys, your wudu will be more perfected and more rewarded and will be attained by the following sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if you forgot any of the sunnah, even then your wudu will be correct. Your wudu will not be incorrect. You will be in a state of wudu if you forget any of the sunnah of the wudu. What are the sunnahs of the wudu? We are going to see that to recite Bismillah before the wudu, to recite Bismillah ar-Rahman rahim. The second is brushing the teeth with a toothstick called miswak. You all must know about miswak, which we use for brushing our teeth. So this is a sunnah to brush your teeth with the miswak. Then next heading is, guys, the benefits of miswak. The usage of miswak is a way of cleaning the mouth. You know it very well that why you use miswak to clean the mouth, and it's pleasing to Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes it. So by doing miswak, not only you clean the mouth, your mouth, but also you're pleasing to Allah because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes it. What is miswak? The miswak is a stick through which a person cleans the mouth. You know all about the miswak. A great sunnah of Messenger Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Moreover, it is the sunnah of all the messenger. Okay, they also used to do miswak. What are the benefits? That if you use miswak, you will gain the pleasure of Allah, as we discussed. Miswak strengthens the germs and it prevents to do tooth decay. Guys, if you use miswaks 3 times, 4 times on a daily basis, so you will be safe from dental problems. Your germs will be more protected. That will prevent you from the tooth problems, dental problems. Okay, it will create a fragrance in the mouth, a good smell in your mouth. It eliminates, finishes the bad odors, means bad smells, and improves the sense of the taste. So if you do miswak, so that will help you to eliminate or remove bad odors, bad smells, and that will create a good smell, a good fragrance. And that will also help you to be free from the dental problems. Okay, and the one of the greatest benefit of that you will get the pleasure of Allah. Right? Jibrail is there. Okay. While beginning wudu, to wash the hands up to wrist 3 times if they are clean. This is something very important, guys. Beginning of the wudu, to wash your hands up to wrist three times if they are clean. If the hands are not clean, it is fard. Guys, fard means here obligation, a duty. Fards mean it's an obligation, a religious obligation or a duty. Okay, that's mean you have to. It is fard to wash them. So you will say it is not fard to wash them, guys. Okay. While the beginning of the wudu, what you have to do to wash the hands up to the wrist three times if they are clean. If the hands are not clean, it is not fard to wash them. It is not good to wash them. They have to be washed first so as not to make other organs dirty. If your hands are not washed and you're making wudu, so you are making other organs dirty. First, wash your hands, okay? Then start making wudu. So what is the sunnah here, guys? That wash the hands up to the wrist three times. This is one of the sunnah. This is not the obligation. Okay. Now, to rub between the fingers and the toes while washing the hands and the feet. Okay. So, guys, to rub between the fingers and the toes while washing the hands and the feet. This is one of the sunnah. But remember, one of the obligation we learned in the previous lesson about wudu that at least one time the water should reach every part of the body. If you're washing hands, so from hands to elbow, from feet, all over the feet. So each part, the water should be there at least one time. Okay, and to rub between the fingers and toes. This is also one of the sunnah. To start washing on the right side, like you start washing your right hand first. So this is sunnah for the double organs. What does that mean? Double organs, like your for hands, for your uh, for your feet. Okay. So always to start with your right hand or right feet. This is one of the sunnah of making wudu. Are you getting my point, guys?
Yes, sir.
Other students?
Sir, we also want to wash our right foot also.
Yes.
It's also
Right feet. Yes. This is
okay.
also the
Thank
obligation. This is one of the obligation of wudu.
you.
But to
Okay, sir.
start with the right feet is
Yes,
a
sir.
sunnah. But to wash your
Okay.
feet is an obligation. Okay.
Okay.
You know the differences between obligation and sunnah? You understand the differences between obligation and sunnah?
But sir, some doubt. If I
What
can
doubt?
explain.
Oh, yes. Ask me. What have you? Doubts do you have?
That obligation means that it's important,
Very important. Yes. Not
and
important.
sunnah
Very
means
important.
very important. And sunnah means if you want to do this, you can, but it's okay if you not do. This means
Yeah, you can say that. But if you follow the sunnah, you will get more reward. Sawab. More. You will get more reward. Okay. If you follow the sunnah method, you will get more reward. But if you don't follow the obligations, so you will not make wudu correctly. If you miss some of the sunnah while making wudu, it's okay then. You are in a state of wudu. Your wudu is correct. But if you miss any of the obligation, that's mean you are not in the state of wudu. Your wudu is not correct. Clear?
clear, sir. Okay, thank you.
Welcome. All right, guys.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, Tafim.
Doing wudu without any sunnah, is your wudu still correct?
Yes. Yes.
It's correct?
Yes, it's correct. It's correct in the sense that you can perform salah. Okay? With
Oh,
that wudu, you can perform salah. But it's better for you and it's recommended to you to follow the sunnah also.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank
but
you.
let's suppose if you miss any of the obligations while making wudu, so you are not making correctly wudu, you are not making correctly, you are not in wudu state, you cannot perform namaz. Let's suppose while making wudu you forget to wash your feet. Okay, that's mean your wudu is not correct. Okay, are you getting my point, Tafim? That's mean you have to
Yes,
make
sir.
wudu.
Yeah, sir. I'm getting your point.
So this is important. Obligation mean you have to without this you cannot make wudu. Okay, obligations are the actions. Without these obligations you cannot make wudu. If you don't fulfill the obligations you cannot make wudu properly. Clear? But if you miss some of the sunnah, you forget some of the sunnah, even you are in a state of wudu. Clear? Yes guys, clear? Answer me.
Clear, sir.
Okay, all right. So to start washing on the right, this is sunnah for the double organs. To wash the right hand before the left, wash the right leg before the left leg. To wash the right hand before the left hand, to wash the right leg before the left leg. Okay. To wash three times. To wash three times, that is to wash each organ three separate waters. Okay. So the first washing is fard. That's mean the first washing is obligation. But other twos are sunnah. Again, I repeat, guys. Again, I repeat. You have to listen carefully. To wash three times your hand, your feet. Okay. To wash three times. Who is Ahmadullah? Ahmadullah, you are here with two names.
No, sir. Ahmadullah is the
You tell me
second
your
one.
name. Ahmadullah Mehman. Are you with Ahmadullah Mehman?
Yes, sir. I am with Ahmadullah Mehman.
Someone came into the class with your name and I allow him to enter in the class. Now he
With the
left.
name of Ahmadullah Mehman.
Okay, he left now. All right, guys. So to wash three times. So the first time when you wash, that is obligation, that is fard, and other two times are sunnah. Are you getting my point, guys?
Yes, sir.
Because one time is necessary for you. You have to wash. Okay, each organ, face, hand, feet. At least you have to wash one time. So this is fard. This is obligation. Without this, you cannot make wudu. But if you wash two more times, so that's mean you are following sunnah, right?
Sir, I have a question.
Hmm?
So if we have less time, means we don't have more time, and we can't wash our wudu three times. Can we do one time?
Ahmadullah, tell me one thing. What does that mean, less time? What does that mean? How much time it will take to wash your hand three times? Hmm? To wash your feet three times. How much time it will take?
So 10 to 15 seconds.
Then
Okay, sir.
is 10 to 15 seconds are very important for you?
Sorry, sir.
No.
I'll just
Try
question.
to try to follow the sunnah as well. Okay. I am telling you telling you the difference between sunnah and obligations just to make you aware that what are obligations and what are sunnahs. That doesn't mean that you don't follow the sunnah. You should follow the sunnah as well, guys. Listen to me. I give you one example. If I have two dishes for you, okay, one is you can say pulses, okay, and one is a dish made with chicken or something which you like. So which dish would you want to have? Which dish would you like to have? Tell me. A
Chicken, sir.
pulses, obviously the one you like most. Okay. So when it comes to reward, why you want to get less reward? Why don't you want to get full of the reward? for making wudu. If you fulfill obligations, you will get less reward because you're just filling. If you make it wudu as Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to do, so your wudu will be more perfect. You will be more rewarded, right?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
So you will have to go for the sunnahs also. You will try to follow the sunnahs as well. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. It is recommended that you say the following after making your wudu. It is recommended, guys, that you say after making your wudu, Ashhadu la ilaha illallahu wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. I bear witness that there is no God except Allah alone, with no partner or associate, and I bear witness that Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his partner or slave. Right? So, guys, do you have any question regarding the sunnah of making wudu? Yes, anyone?
Yes, sir. What? I just
Not yet.
joined.
Sorry.
Said I lost my connection. I joined again right now.
What you missed, Tafim?
My connection went out, so I just joined again.
Okay, just wait for Adhan. So. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, La ilaha illallah. All right, Tafim, you must have missed one of the point which we discussed. And did you attend the lecture when I was explaining that you have to wash 3 times? Tafim.
No, sir, I wasn't there.
Okay. So, guys, Tafim, to wash every part with the separate water 3 times is sunnah. Okay. But once you want the washing your hand or your feet first time is the obligation, is the fard. You know, if you wash it first time, this is obligation, right? If you wash your face, wash your hand, wash your feet, the first time you wash, this is obligation. Without this, you cannot make wudu. But if you make it 2 more times, so you are following the sunnah. Okay, so to wash 3 times is the sunnah, but to wash first time, 1 time only, is obligation. I'm talking about each organ which you wash in making wudu, right?
Sir, I'm washing 3 times.
3 times. Yes, so we are following sunnah. It is recommended that you say the following after making your wudu. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
I bear witness that there is no God except Allah alone, with no partner or associate, and I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his slave and passenger.
Sir,
So
your
this is
voice is
also,
breaking.
now you know it. I can hear one of the teacher voice from one of the student mic, I think. All right, that's good. So you know about the sunnahs of making ablution and obligations also of making ablution, guys. But I recommend you, I recommend you, and I recommend you. You should follow the sunnahs as well for making wudu. Don't only go for obligations. Okay, try to make your routine. Do follow the sunnah as well and follow the obligations as well while making wudu and get more rewarded. Okay, guys,
Yes, sir.
do you have any question now?
No, sir.
No, sir. No.
Okay, very good. Now take out your notebooks. We will do some work.
Okay, sir.
Take out your notebooks. We will do some work.
In 10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Take out your notebooks. We'll do some